better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Handoff to the lone back. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll run it to the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Back to pass, it's McLeod. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
It's a draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've been running it, but now the pass. Firing to the right, complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Wide out trying to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Gets it out quickly. Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Ducks rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To throw, it's McLeod. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell.
There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
to the air. It's McLeod. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Ducks in the hurry up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Brought down after a good pickup, and there. Zone at the 20. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run to the right. Shakes off the defender. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Showing off the arm. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Pulls and fires complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Watkins. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Pass to 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Shoots it to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the offense. They have it really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Nelson. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Scrambling away. Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
On the run, it's Hill. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got his man quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got
going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Reads it, fires complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Play action. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Nelson. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Lacey. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He wants to change this route. back to throw. It's Nelson. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. Hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.